Welcome back. Thank you guys for still rolling with me. Coming back to another episode of Tresh the Truth. I have a delicious guest for you guys today, Mr. Dezmion Barrow. Say hello to the people.
Okay, well, I'm saying hello to right here. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
And you pronounced my name right. That's interesting. Okay.
I like the way, it's literally pronounced the way it's spelled.
My name been getting tore up since elementary school. Say it one more time for me.
Desmion.
You need to be stopped. I need the audio segment of that. I'm going to put that on a mixtape or something.
Just put it out there. Let it be known. I think it's sexy.
Okay.
Your mama knew what she was doing.
Come on now, talk that talk.
Whoever coughed it up knew what they was doing.
It almost sounds like a French coffee or something like that. I need a shot of that Desmion.
Go down smooth.
Okay.
That's why you got the whole little smooth atmosphere going with you, huh?
Okay.
You
Come
know,
on now. I'm going to receive
like
all this podcast. Come on now.
Like, I like that. Look at me. Like, what you call him? Look at him. Don't even look like a Dezmion.
Oh, Lord. What you need me to do? Sit back? Okay.
Baby, you really sit however. We can take it anyway.
Don't make me spin around.
Anyway.
Do I need to spin around? I'll spin around.
Don't get up now. Because that's one thing I think if anyone, we put people in a room and a whole bunch of people, we said one word. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people would say dress.
Okay.
You do dress.
Okay.
No matter when you come, no matter where you are, you dress.
What my dress say to you? Because you know, fashion is a vehicle of art. And art is an expression of self. So what my fashion say?
Grown man sex appeal.
Oh, okay.
Grown man full of sex appeal. You know, just a walking sex stick, you know?
Oh, Lord, nah. So what you say about the cowboy boots? Because a lot of people like to ask me about these cowboy boots. Now, everybody and their mama, Desmond made you want to wear
it's
cowboy
for you to
boots.
Hold on, give you some grip. They probably give better grip than sneakers, huh?
Cowboy boots?
No, you don't think
When you say grip, what you mean by grip?
When you holding on and riding.
Oh, you talking about do it with your boots on? I'm trying to see have I ever did it with my boots on.
Stop it.
I got to think about that. We might have to come back to that one at the end of the podcast.
We're going to double back.
Yeah.
Another thing people ain't know you're the unofficial 13 councilman. Mm-hmm. How did you get branded that?
Okay, you asking me about the 13th councilman on the Tresh the Truth podcast? Okay, well, I would say to give some political education, East Baton Rouge Parish actually has 12 official Metro Council people, and so the reason why I named myself the 13th unofficial, but we just gonna call it what we gonna call it at this point. Just call me the 13th councilman because I felt that over time, I've been paying attention intimately to politics for a little bit over a decade, and I just feel like the politics wasn't reflective of the people. You know, politics should be of the people, but when you listen to a lot of these policies, you be like, that shit ain't really got nothing to do with me. You get what I'm saying? And so it's only so much you can ask of your representatives, and depending on who you is, they may or may not hear you. And so instead of me making excuses, you know, like people say you can keep talking or you can do something about it, I said that I would build a platform that would be reflective of the people and almost be, but do my job to either be almost an intermediary between officials and the streets, if you want to say that. Mm-hmm.
Got you. And I see that. It reflects on you. I see you a little bit everywhere, too. I see you even with your little business, looking all sexy out there cutting the grass. I don't have that much grass outside, but I definitely have some you could come weed whack.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to drink my other cup.
And just sit there, you know, it's like, what your caption said, how do you like your lawn, man?
Oh, Lord, you do your research.
I was like, baby, you don't need no shirt over here. I got a towel for you.
We done retired from cutting grass after dark, but we used to do a little one, too. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
But you got to leave a big tip. So customers had to leave a big tip
for you to come after hours.
Yeah. You had to leave a big tip, you know.
Make sure you're not disturbing all the neighbors.
What you mean disturbing the neighbors?
I mean, it could get loud. No matter what services.
That's why you turn Netflix on. You turn Netflix on and hit that turn it all the way up at the top.
Got you.
You know, had that
Netflix
background
and line. Netflix.
I'm gonna have to use that one.
I like
Netflix
that.
and lawn. I'm gonna have to use that one.
I like that.
Look, I wanted to see what made you have the podcast name Tresh the Truth? Because I couldn't figure that out. I tried to go back and watch a few episodes. I don't know if you ever disclosed to the audience what made you name it Tresh the Truth.
Because I'm Trish, and I don't know nothing but the truth.
Ooh, a woman in truth.
And go together.
Come
they
on
really
now.
do.
It go together?
Could you ever believe it?
You sure it's not water and all?
Oh my goodness! Don't even try and.
So
go
hold on,
there.
when you say Tresh the
woman in
truth-
truth just that's just oil and vinegar.
So you tell the truth or you want to hear the truth?
both.
Okay.
Both. We can definitely get into some things. We
Okay,
can talk about
we
some
might have
things.
to
It all depends on how much information and how truthful you choose to be. You know?
And that's what determines how truthful you will be?
Oh no, I'm gonna keep it real no matter what.
Oh, that's
I don't know no other way.
And where you from? Mars or Venus?
I visit both.
You visit both?
So I don't really know where my origin, because I feel like I'm just a different breed.
Have you found more of you before?
No,
No?
no,
What? One-on-one?
no, yes.
He threw the mold away.
Oh, God, it broke. It broke. And even God couldn't put that one together. He had
Yeah.
to go get another one. You know, they got some little dusties going around here somewhere, but you know.
Now,
That's what
Trish,
it is.
I will say, if in all honesty, and we drinking this alcohol, and they say drunk man don't tell no lies. Every woman would come off and say they want the truth, and they speak the truth.
Yeah.
But from my experiences, truth is a fluid thing.
No.
With women.
Girls will
Okay.
say the truth
Okay.
and about the truth
Okay.
and not live the truth. But a woman
Okay,
is going to be her truth.
give me some.
That's just how that goes.
I like the way you put that.
It's real.
Because you got girls, you got women, you got queens, and you got goddesses. So you
Different
say
levels.
girls, they say they want the truth, but they don't want
Oh,
it.
they're not ready for that. They can't even live that, especially now this generation and their hormones and not knowing, and that's man and female, not knowing how to hold their feelings and their emotions intact. We lusted after our feelings and gave some, but and even our crazy would be considered normal now. Their crazy is like on a whole different level. We was not trying to do that because we didn't want to go to jail. You know, so it's just completely different kind of caliber of woman and man going on between girls and boys and all that.
So you saying you gonna tell the truth on this podcast?
No, I'm wondering, is you gonna tell the truth? Are you single, Mr. Dezmion?
I ain't been single since kindergarten. Yeah. I ain't been single since kindergarten.
Okay, I don't know about that. So you
Yeah.
haven't been single since kindergarten. So I saw you had did this little amateur comedy thing, and I was watching and stuff. And yeah, and I was sitting there. You made me laugh a little bit. I was like, look at
Oh,
you
no,
trying
you
to
got
be
to
a little
tell me about
funny.
that one.
I said, oh, okay. He got a little joking joke. I said, okay, that's kind of cute.
Okay.
But you said you
did
put
your
away
research.
your serial cheating days. So
I'm gonna have to drink my other
now
cup.
that you're not single since kindergarten, what days are you in?
Well, what days I'm in? I'm learning to navigate my relationships better. And the reason why I say I haven't been single since kindergarten, and this for all the ladies that's watching, certain type of men don't ask him if he's single. That's not the right question.
Okay, educator.
You know, certain type of men, you know, women say they have intuition, but I need women to use those same investigative abilities y'all use to catch a man cheating to observe the man. You know, it's almost like asking a lion, do he eat meat? It's not if a certain type of man is single, it's what type of relationships he have, relationships, and what is the, I guess, what are the details of that relationship? It's almost like asking Trey, let me pick somebody. What's
Okay.
somebody that's popular right now? asking Drake if he's single or something like that. Asking
Okay,
not
but
just
no,
Drake.
because
I
we
don't
know
wanna
when
say
they get in
Drake.
a relationship,
Asking-
they be in a relationship.
But-
they be everywhere with that person, and you can say they're not single, which is why all the publicity goes into you cheated. Cardi B, you know, well, granted they were married, but still, it's cheating. It's not, I haven't been single.
Well, certain type of men as well as asking a certain type of man if he's single is like asking a beautiful woman, are you single? If she's beautiful, she's not single. I don't care how much she say she's
I'm
single.
single.
She has, what you want to call it?
A booty call.
No, booty call. No, women are very. Women are more organized in how they have their teams, and everybody on the team they not being intimate with. They got the man that they like to text. They got the man that if he do right, me and him could possibly go somewhere. They got the fun boy. They got the sex toy, and they got an ex, you know. And they got a couple. First off, if your girl on Instagram, it's over with. The jig is up.
No, it's not.
If you like a woman and she
No.
on Instagram, man,
No.
look, dudes is diving in the DM
So what?
like Michael Phelps. It's not so what. I'm saying, what is the specifics of those relationships? Because all of those people that I just named, she has a relationship with now. What type of relationship?
Oh my God, that doesn't qualify. Those relationships don't qualify into single or in a relationship.
See, that's why in relationship court, women get off. See, men don't know most, and I just talked about the ladies that's watching this, but most fellas, if you trying to bring your girl on, if you trying to get her indicted on some stuff she done messed up with the relationship, you got to know what type of evidence to bring. It always look different for men and women. So just like how Tresh just said, those don't qualify. That's why men never catch women cheating. They got to broaden their horizon. Like the relationships look different with women. Like women will be like, I never cheated on you, but that don't mean that she ain't got a couple people that she know that if you don't act right,
Just because she know doesn't mean that. What does that mean?
but why she giving them access to her?
No, you
That's
don't
a
have.
form of
You don't
cheating.
have to give access to know that there's a line waiting. Sometimes you get that attention and you don't have to respond to it in no
Yeah.
aspect, but you know that it's there and it keeps coming. So it's receivable if you want it. You don't have to act on it. You don't have to give it. These days, you don't even have to like that message for it to keep coming on a daily basis. Now I have complete strangers trying to call me, FaceTiming. Complete strangers. All I did is accept your friend request. I didn't say try to FaceTime me.
But that's access though, Tresh. And what men know, we know where attention go, energy flow. So a man could be in your DM and he could be talking to himself for like 10 months straight. So you can't turn your mind
I give
off.
them women the
You
access
can't
too.
turn
They
your
ain't
mind off and be
FaceTiming me.
like, huh? What'd you say?
I give women the time. They're not FaceTiming me.
You say you give women a time and they not
Access. Accept their friend requests.
Now in modern day, you got
Now
to
I
watch.
have women hit on me,
That's
but
what I'm
they're
about
not
to say.
overstepping their bounds without permission.
But see, certain men will sit in the bushes like snipers. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about lay low in the savannah with the grass high type stuff. So you got, I'm saying that
And
to
only
say,
been and got a whiff of it.
You say who that?
Y'all
say
be
they ain't got
doing
a
all that and only been and got a whiff of it.
Only time will tell though. If you're a real sniper, you know they got snipers. They'll lay in the savannah. I'm talking about sit there, don't eat grass high. I'm talking about
I had one of
controlling
those.
breathing.
My ex-husband was like that.
He was a sniper.
He literally went to the pawn shop and bought some ninja shoes, a real bow and arrow, and we were separated. We were going through a divorce. So he was waiting for me to come home and waiting in the bushes.
Yeah.
My mom called me. She said, "Don't come. Anthony's waiting in the bushes. He's
Oh, he was in the
outside."
bushes, literally.
Literally.
I was talking metaphorically.
No.
Look, I don't condone
He
no
was
going this. Look,
literally-
do not say 13 Councilman say going to people going that woman bushes. I was talking metaphorically. I don't know what Tresh talking about right now. You talking about he was out there with some ninja suit. Did he have a grappling hook too?
No, he just had his bow and arrow and his little knives and the stars.
Tresh,
Yeah.
what's your
and
zodiac
he's-
sign?
I'm a Libra, baby.
Oh Lord.
I know, right? They be just so addicted.
He deserved reparations. Yeah, he deserved reparations. I ain't lying. In my zodiac love story, my experiences with Libra has been quite a thing.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing, but that don't mean we don't deserve reparations. Yeah, as a matter of fact, if y'all watching this podcast right now, call this number 1-800 Libra reparations. If you or a loved one you know have been affected by a Libra, call that hotline. We're gonna set it up.
And they still love them. And if you've been affected by a Libra, you still feel that love. You still want that love, and deep down, you still crave that love.
I actually found out one of the girls that jumped me, I believe, in kindergarten. Yeah, I think she was a Libra.
Jumped you and did what?
That it did come out like that, huh?
It
See, I've been drinking
did.
goddamn Paul
Because you
Masson.
can't,
Let me see right quick.
you're too old to really even know what 7 Minutes in Heaven was. Y'all wasn't playing Spin the Bottle.
No,
so jumped you and did what?
When they, so this was in kindergarten. I got jumped by 3. They looked like women at this point because they was taller than me on it.
You was just a little old thing.
No, well, I was in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? And so what happened was, like, you know when somebody starts the story and they say what happened was, you know what time it is. So what happened was, she had asked me that I want to be her boyfriend. And I was like, yeah.
Of course.
But, you know, I'm in kindergarten, so just, you know, going with the flow. And then her friend asked me, could I be her boyfriend as well? So I'm a nice guy. I said, yeah.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Ain't nobody give me no Bible on this or nothing like that. So I said, yeah. So when we were sitting at the computer desk, and for anybody watching the parents, this is a true story. When we were sitting at the computer desk, my girlfriend asked me to kiss her on the neck in kindergarten. So I don't know what these kids doing in modern day, but.
Oh my goodness.
So you know, I'm in kindergarten. I said, yeah, I kiss you on the neck. So I kissed on the neck at the computer desk. And you know, this was a while ago because we was playing some type of snake math game. Like the snake go eat the number 2, then you eat the number that come after the number 2.
Oh, okay.
And so her girlfriend was sitting, like, so my girlfriend sitting right here, she told me, asked me, did I want to kiss on the neck? I said, yeah, kiss on the neck. So her friend said, can you kiss me on my neck too?
Oh.
So I kissed on
Because you're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy.
You're a nice guy.
So I kissed on her neck too. So my girlfriend started acting funny. Now, mind you, I'm in kindergarten. I don't know the rules of this game.
Okay,
Like,
you don't know. You didn't know that wasn't allowed.
She didn't want to go to recess with me, all type of stuff, and it's a true story. So after school, I went to go walk home. If y'all think I'm lying, for anybody, I don't know what they call it now, but they used to call it McDonald's Land, Spanish Arms Apartments, or whatever the case it is. They got a school down the street called Claiborne Elementary. I don't know if they let the kids walk home now, but they used to let us walk home blocks.
Right.
So in me leaving the elementary school, they had like 2 or 3 big, tall girls, and they just got the whamming on me, like blam, 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 blam. And, you know, my mom and them taught me, you know, you don't hit women and stuff, so I just balled up, and I was getting crowded. And so bringing this all back round, after they got finished crowding me, that was the first time I ever got jumped. It was by some females. I went home, and I was sitting on the stairs, and they had this woman walking up, and she was walking up with the girls, plus my girlfriend. And she was like, I want them to apologize to you. They said you cheated on their sister. And I say, cheated? I didn't even know what cheating was. But I end up seeing her later on in life, and I'm saying I think she was a Libra. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you saying you think she was a Libra?
Yeah, if my memory serves me
Oh, because she didn't
correctly,
want to get cheated on.
Well, why you had to jump me, though?
I mean, because you wasn't honest and upfront. I bet you if you had went and told her, okay, Tanya, I like you and you gonna be my girlfriend, but Melissa wants to be my girlfriend too, so I'm gonna be both. And was honest with her, I bet you it was her choice, but she probably would have been okay with it.
This was her friend. Now, I don't know if they still was
There's
friends.
a thin line between love and hate. But I mean, I bet you they weren't friends past first grade.
I don't know, but what I'm saying is...
they probably didn't make it past kindergarten since she was already trying to get territorial on her man.
At what point when I came out the womb to kindergarten did I get the Bible of how to not have 2 girlfriends? And if I'm correct, I think 2 girlfriends was actually in the Bible.
I don't remember that part.
I'm gonna have to look
how
many
that
wives Solomon had?
Oh,
how many, who was it? I think Abraham had 2 wives, a couple
Yeah,
wives.
he had a
something,
couple of them too. Yeah, he had
Okay,
some of them too.
Look, all women like to go to church till we start talking about multiple wives. I don't know what Bible we talking about at that point.
It depends on which one you read from at times.
depends on which one you
depends
read
and what excuses you're using that to overcome.
What did we agree on? Was you gonna tell me the truth? I'm trying to make sure, because when I asked you, was you gonna tell me the truth?
It was nothing but the truth from both of us.
So do you believe and understand that men have the capacity to have multiple wives?
I do believe there are some men that can emotionally handle a situation like that. But it's a very rare breed because men can't handle one.
You actually put that correct. It's not for all. But why we don't want to let Obama have 10 Michelles?
I mean, I don't know. Part of being in the White House and could have been part of Michelle too. His hair did not look the same when he came out of that office.
But this is my logic. We got Ray Ray and Pookie who in jail right now. Got 10 families by 10 different women. Ain't taking care of none of the kids and he ain't raised none of them. But we got a high capacity male. I don't want to say high value because Kevin Samuels, if I say high value and some of Kevin Samuels, like I said in the comedy show, women might get the melting. I don't want you to melt, Tresh. So I'm going to say high capacity. Why don't we allow our high capacity males in society to have multiple wives? Do you want Pookie to reproduce multiple kids with segmented families or fragmented families? Or do you want and I'm saying Obama's because
if
Obama
y'all
was
allowed
just in
it
the
to be
news.
more natural that a woman could have multiple husbands as well without you guys deciding to be judgmental and stereotypical and call her a whore, then maybe more would vote for y'all to have y'all way. Because, I mean, look, you learned in kindergarten the hard way about cheating, but yet you became a serial cheater.
So you saying they got women out there that want multiple husbands?
I mean, they be out there having threesomes.
Okay,
I recently had a guest that literally had a man for every single need that she possessed. And
sexually or mentally?
Both. Some possessed jobs that were only for a nurturing manner. It wasn't nothing sexual about it at all. And then you could have your financial backer who might not be able to get it up, or literally men try and say that they want women because, oh, she do this or she slob on the knob like you don't. So why we can't have multiple men the way you want multiple women?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it G. It's deeper than just wanting her to slab on the knob. We got to pass down these genetics. You know what I'm saying? And not just the genetics.
Sometimes I wish y'all would choose a woman based on that criteria.
Not just the genetics physically. What I learned is, like the old folks used to say, who they people is. Because who you reproduce with, whether the parents are in that child's life or not, you ever notice certain kids that their father or so-called father, mother, whoever wasn't in their life, but they turned out to be just like they daddy, just like they mama and stuff like that? It's a lot that get passed down in
absolutely in genetics.
Genetics and stuff like that. And so it's not just about a woman slapping on the knob with a man per se, whatever the case it is. It's about if you got a man like, I'm gonna keep saying Obama because we love Obama. That's like our black Jesus.
Okay.
Now,
the blueprint.
I don't know about Obama policies because it wasn't, a lot of his policies wasn't specific to the people that he clothed themselves in, which was African American. But that's another conversation. But Obama is a great man, and picture like if that man was able to rise and become president of the United States, what type of genetics he passing down? So why wouldn't we? It's almost like good bacteria and bad bacteria. Why wouldn't us as a society foster and cultivate and give him multiple wives? Because we know what we're going to get. It's almost like, I think I was talking to somebody, they was like, Des, you can't talk about people like you breeding dogs. I was like, no, it's not about breeding dogs and stuff like that. But I'm saying,
believe it or not, no, I use criteria on my big kids' dads.
Yeah, so
I use certain criteria, and I tell you about it.
So just through me being on this podcast with you, I could tell you're a well-rounded woman. You know, you in certain cases have mastered the art of seduction, but that's neither here nor there. But you're very composed with your power. Like composed power is something in itself. And so as a man that's conscious, it's like, man, I could just go and meet Shawty off of Tinder or whatever these little dating sites people on and stuff like that, or I could run past a Tresh, like, and it's not just about being with Tresh, me in a relationship, but my daughter or my son, because if I have a son, he may not come out and have seduction like a woman, but he'll have some type of charisma
to him, be a little bit romantic or whatever it is. So
now when you talk about a woman having multiple husbands,
see, men don't like that because it's different, because it is completely different and perceived. But I ain't gonna lie, I definitely
you can only get pregnant
understand.
one time, though.
You know, it's something entering, and it's a different concept. So believe it or not, as biased as it is, it makes sense.
Which part?
That men could be more flamboyantly whores than women can be.
You keep mentioning this word whores. See, we got to come to some common ground on Trust the Truth today. So look, I was talking with my partner about this the other day. Okay, we're gonna talk about men being whores, but he was asking me, he said, Des, how do you know the difference between a hoe and a righteous woman? And I told him, I said, man, there's only 3 women out here. Okay. It's righteous women, it's hoes, and it's whores. You get what I'm saying? And so he was like, Des, how would I know the difference and stuff like that? Well, I was like, yeah, nah.
No,
so, look. I told him, I say, look, hey, we should leave it on a cliffhanger and be like, on the next episode of Trust the Truth, look, they got the women. They like, how you know the difference between righteous women, hoes, and whores? But look, I'm gonna say, if she's not, a hoe is usually transactional. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not, what people be saying can't turn a hoe into a housewife. I would debate that's not the truth. Depends on if the transaction right. A hoe is transactional. That don't make her a bad woman. But if the transaction is not right, like a righteous woman, I would say that she'll stay past the transaction. So it's almost like, let me give you an example. And then the whore, that's the easiest one, which I'm about to say no disrespect to whores, but at least they not lying to themselves with their ears. Whores are hoes for a career. They're transactional as a career. That's how they do what they do. I'm not here to speak down on the spot. That's not what I'm here for. I'm saying that hoes are usually transactional. In the instance that you can't complete that transaction, like for example, a woman would get with a man for money. Okay. In the instance he lose his job, a hoe gonna move on to the next man with money. A righteous woman would stick around because it's not transactional with a righteous woman. Now, don't get it confused, fellas. Just because she go to church don't mean she not a hoe. Just because she could dress good don't mean she not a hoe. Just because she in her kids' lives don't mean she not a hoe. Just because her hygiene good don't mean she not a hoe. You got hoes come in different spectrums, you know. But I'm saying that to say, because you kept saying the whore term when it comes to men. And so I would think that you would have to, for the ladies that's out there, you got to understand what type of man that you're with, because things can look similar and not be the same. So just like how I was saying, you got girls, women, queens and goddesses. You got boys, men, kings, and gods. You can't expect, like, if you done spotted this man, now boys just want to have fun. He probably horned, you know what I'm saying? Boys just want to have fun. He probably horned. And it was once upon a time in my life, after that little situation in kindergarten, after I got jumped, you know, I had a little journey. I went on a journey of trying to find out if I was a whore.
With the serial cheating.
I didn't know what it was at the time. Nobody give me the Bible.
Oh, even though you got beat up and told that's what it was, you still didn't comprehend.
How traumatizing that was to a little black boy.
It should have knocked some sense into you.
All he did was be a nice guy.
Oh, okay.
No, think about this. This started off with me being nice.
A nice guy.
It started off with me being nice.
Just being a nice guy.
And I got jumped. Think about how traumatizing that is.
Never
my cash app
nice
is
like that again.
If y'all want to donate. But I'm serious though. Think about, and I went on a journey of trying to learn if I was a whore, and based off, I was raised I was raised by a single parent household. You know, my daddy wasn't around in my early years. We rekindled our relationship, I think, at like 22. But by then, my mama had already raised me. So you got to look at it. The only thing I ever knew is when men do bad, they horn. So watch this. As the little boy that got jumped and that was traumatized, I'm growing up kind of like not liking myself because I have a capacity to have a team of multiple women. So it's like almost I was in the closet. I was a polygamist in the closet. Okay. I didn't want to come out and tell my mama. I ain't want to come out and tell.
I think your mama probably saw. Mamas know. I don't know.
I'm trying to see.
Just a little sense.
My mama a colorful character. It's certain things I'm pretty sure made her eyebrows go up. But what I'm saying is, I was trying to figure out if I was a whore. And it was probably when I got to college. I was like, Dez, if we're a whore, we're going to be the best whore that is. I was going to set myself.
Might as
you
well. Anything you want to do, you want to be the best at.
Hating yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I had determined I wasn't a whore. I was just a high-capacity male. Not high-value ladies. I was a high-capacity male.
High capacity.
I was high-capacity. I could walk in and chew bubblegum. No, for real. I could walk and chew bubblegum. And if ladies, and then this another thing, too. That same intuition you catch a man cheating with. See, I'm tired of women getting off on these relationship court cases because they like, I didn't know. This man rode into the club on a motorbike wearing red cowboy boots, sneakers, all that. Like there were no bigger signs. You didn't need intuition to see this man got a different type of capacity. But in my experience,
So is that good or bad capacity?
It's relative. You know, you can heat the house up with fire,
Because you got your boots on, you don't have no bite?
You said I don't have no bite?
I said, you got boots on. What if you ride up in the bike? What is that capacity of?
What I'm saying is...
Those are men that just want to play?
No, I'm saying any woman that looks at me and say, I didn't know Dez had a high capacity, that goes back to accountability. Like, who you know, is we gonna tell the truth? You get what I'm saying? Like, I walked in, cowboy boots, got crystals on my hand, Arbanet watch. You can't even get this, you know what I'm saying, unless you get it for, shout out Arbanet. I don't know, shameless plug. You know, shit, I got a ducktail at the back of my neck, you know, some Coming to America stuff. So it's like, are you looking to feel alive or are you looking to feel safe? Because to say you're going to look at me... So you get
dangerous.
Dangerous? It depends on what you living for. Is you living to feel safe or are you living to live the life that God gave you? You know,
I'm asking you.
Huh?
I'm asking, do you live dangerously?
Do I live dangerous?
You walking in the club looking all good. Was you on a hunt?
I take calculated risks. I ain't gonna lie. I take calculated risks. I can't say that I live safely because why tiptoe softly through life to arrive safely at death? You got to live this life until we figure out how to get reincarnated. Now I understand you shouldn't be around nobody that's you know, that's doing some weird stuff, but it's the person that tickle your fancy, man. Everybody want to live a long time, but did you live at all within that time frame? And I'm saying all that to say capacity, women would see a man and it's the things that you like about him. You know, you would like his style, his swag, the way he articulates himself.
But he ain't got nothing inside, nothing to give.
But he got a lot to give. I'm not talking about the crazy ones. I'm talking about the high capacity ones. We're going to keep using that word high capacity. Okay. You can't say you like all these things about that high capacity, man, and then you want to tell me as a woman as smart and as wise as you are with your intuition, that same intuition you catch a man cheating with, you going to mean to tell me when we sit and talk, you're going to say, I thought that man didn't have no other women. That's what you're going to say.
I might. It depends. I mean, some could be that.
Well, why do women
because then they might be like you and say, I haven't been single since I was in kindergarten.
But that's the truth, and
but how do I find out exactly how single or available you are? What I got to be like, Dezmion.
You ask better
Dezmion.
questions. Don't ask Dez if he's single. Fine. Ask Dez what type of relationships you in.
What type of relationship are you in, Dezmion?
Right now, I'm in an amazing relationship. Shout out to my lady. You know,
I gotta sit there and say I was waiting for the shout out because I wasn't gonna say it till you said it because it's a whole new status when you start posting, baby.
I'm about to text her right now.
Once you put them on that page, that's a whole different status.
Talk that talk.
That's a different status.
You ain't lying about that. Once I put them on that page, you know.
And ladies, if you ain't on that page, you better ask them why.
I found out about that the hard way. See, that's why I posted Cowboys Love Brown Sugar. Shout out to my brown sugar. Sometimes she got cinnamon, sometimes she got cayenne. I be trying to discover which. But I found out, for fellas that's listening, man, that online stuff, that's a real thing. And you know, usually with my intimate relationships, I be omerta, you know what I'm saying? Cold of silence, mafia type style. Because, you know, if I'm posting you online is an interesting place, man. Like, The world is inside out, upside down. So even when you're going the right way, you're going in the wrong direction. I say all that stuff to say, social media is social media, but ain't nobody social on social media majority of the times. Ain't nobody posting their failures like talking about on social media.
It's a glamour.
Women not posting themselves without the makeup in the face beat to the guys.
As soon as they wake up, before they go for
men not posting themselves crying. And so if I'm like, if social media is just a show, and I take you serious, why? Hold on, no. This is how men of a certain nature think. If social media is a show, because people not posting certain things on social media, I'm gonna take something that I prize and cherish, and I'm gonna post it on social media of a bunch of people that they being fake themselves, and I'm doing it for people that don't have shit to do with us. Logically speaking,
you actually kind of on the right track for that.
Why would I do that? But
because deep inside, we get into this area that we just want that validation.
So that's why they say men are from Mars and women from Venus, and that's no problem.
Something like that. It can be like that.
Yeah, but it's a real thing though.
So you talk about all these women and everything, and we're not necessarily talking just because you in a relationship and stuff, but to have a lot of women in your life, you would have to have a high sex drive. Do you have a high sex drive?
It depends on if it's a full moon or not. No, that's true story, for real though.
So the full moon enlarges.
You talking about?
Because let me know. Because if
instrument, you talking about?
Yeah, whatever.
When you asked if I have a high sex drive, you don't have to have a large instrument to have a high sex drive.
I mean, maybe it makes it last longer, so that's why you can go into. So what are you saying? It just makes the wolf come out, or?
I would say that, as far as my sex drive, I would say it depends on the time of the month, for real though. It's like, because I'm a high capacity male, so I'm not just sitting around thinking about, man, when the next time I'm gonna have sex. Like, men at a certain level, like I said, you got boys, you got men, you got kings, and you got guys. Boys just like to have fun. Men trying to get stable. Kings gonna have responsibility of some type of kingdom, whatever that is that looks like for you. And guys gonna have some type of purpose. So I feel like at this point in my life, I'm kind of hovering in between kingship and godhood. Like, when I was younger and I was a boy, I was running around here.
You want to fuck every day.
I had to switch on the Glock, spray it all down.
So now what? Once a week is fine?
It depends on, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. Like, you might catch me on some, I'm a Pisces, so you never know what you're going to get with us. We water signs, like, you might catch me where we be chilling and we'll give you a little once, we like, oh, babe, you look good. Then you might catch me when you come home and you least expect it and we, put you on the shoulders.
What? So it's like I'm on some weird upsy daisy schedule with you, like.
No, it's not upsy daisy. You can always take it if you want to. It ain't.
Oh, okay.
You can't rape me if I'm your man. Okay. Nah, you can't rape me if I'm asleep and you just go on with your mood. Yeah. So as far as sex drive, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, man, I got to have some every day. Man, look, I'm gonna keep it G as a man. If you need some every day, like, goddamn, you ain't got no job, no business, you ain't got no kids.
And hey now, because I'm sorry, I done been with a man that had a job 9 to 5, and he literally felt like a man was supposed to have sex every day.
He was on that pre-workout?
No, I didn't understand it for nothing in this world. How you know he wasn't on that
pre-workout?
I mean, granted, sometimes he would go get a honey, but
well, goddamn, Tresh,
but he wanted to. That was so he could last longer. It wasn't so he would have the urge or anything, because all the time. And I was like, I know.
Was he depressed?
You like me walking past you. I know that.
Was he depressed?
Who knows?
Well, I'm saying
depression makes your dick hard.
Man, fucking is a coping mechanism. So it's like, just like alcohol, just like smoking weed. Some people, when they depressed, they eat too much. Some people, when they depressed, they fuck too much. But I think there's a delicate balance in all things. So,
So maybe that's why some men are, well, we're not going to say whores, promiscuous.
Now, some of them
because they might be depressed. So y'all work on that. Do y'all help? Because you're part of this organization, you and your boys. Yeah. I see y'all been together for a long, long time.
You do your research.
So,
I gotta come back to Tresh the Truth. How deep you the know? You starting to scare me almost now. Don't go too far past social
seem
media.
They help each other so much. Like, I see y'all get together. Y'all be looking out good. That's the one thing. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got the eye candy going down. So kudos to y'all. Y'all get together. I see y'all getting together. Y'all be love a man.
Good
and
church
push-ups,
going. Good church going,
push-ups and doing all that and everything.
Don't forget to say good church going.
Good, all good church going men. Y'all hold each other accountable, good and bad.
Men hold each other accountable to
with some.
What?
Well, I guess if we're talking about men,
you think men
we
lie to
say different
men? Now,
levels.
they might lie to their woman, but when they get around their partners,
yes.
you think men lie to men?
I know this.
Like
for
when it's just
fact.
men around, no women.
I know this for a fact.
What you been a fly on the wall?
No, because I
fact?
literally know this from a dude that I was fucking that was telling all the other dudes that we wasn't fucking, but and that I was like a stalker and shit.
And that's what he told you?
No, that's what the dudes told me.
That's what the dudes told you?
And more than one of them.
They was trying to hit?
No.
How you know?
Because he was with another relative of mine.
What they got to do with anything?
Because when we had the conversation, he was letting me know. He was like, what? Y'all was together? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, that's not what I was told. I was told that you was like on some stalker shit, calling and texting. I was just like, no, not at all. Like,
so
we
he was lying on
fucking
you.
with
He was
each
lying
other.
on you, Tresh.
Completely.
He was completely lying on you to his partners.
Completely, to multiple. And I was like, I didn't know men did that. But I grew up with my father, and my dad used to tell me, yes, men lie on their dick all the time. And I was like, they do?
Tresh,
Why?
Hold on now, Tresh. Let's back it up a little bit. I'm drinking this Paul, but you done had a man in your bushes. You done had a man lie on you. Sometimes the common denominator of these things, and I'm saying this too. I'm saying this too. I used to tell my partner, man, all these women crazy.
And I would think that if they wasn't completely freaking different. Like literally, my husbands, plural, I was under a certain thing that I was more compatible with a certain sign. Mm-hmm. So I started with that.
Which sign?
Aquarius. That was supposed to be more compatible for me. That or Sagittarius. And, we're supposed to be a very power team. So I would always start with that. And then I started with height because I'm a little itty-bitty thing. So I would never ride a dick under 5'11". So I don't know how people get together. Oh, I'm accidentally pregnant. You shouldn't fuck anything that you don't have probable accidental intuitions to, and that you are for.
Hold on. Tresh, hold on. You discriminate right now. You say you will never fuck a dick
saying
under
exactly
5'11".
what you're sitting there. Then you say we had to have a criteria. I had a criteria, brain, all that, and everything, intellectual conversations. You say intellectual conversations with what we pass on in our genetics.
Oh.
So there was still a criteria. Both of these boys were more into, I was so uptight. I was always so serious. So, they were more comedic, more into politics, more whatever I wasn't to be my yin and my yang.
So what you keep like a measuring thing? If he like 5'10", you cannot tell.
I could tell.
You say you like messing with men that's 5'11". And what 5'11" do? Does that say that they have an extra something or something? Because women used to say a man got big hands and feet.
I used to think that, but that is absolutely not true. Because literally yet, they were well endowed, but yet the best endowed I had was the shortest man I've ever been with.
Was he skinny?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, skinny gonna get you all the time.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I had absolutely no idea. And he had like little muscles and stuff. And I used to tell him all the time, and I was like, boy, I would break you. I would break you. Now, he didn't know how to make love, but boy, could he fuck. Ooh, that was his specialty. That was his thing. That was just...
You had you a YN.
You know what? I've never been with a man older than me.
You never been with a man older than you?
No. And that's not on purpose.
I'm about to interview you.
Not on purpose at all. They're all 3 years. They're just 3 years, 3 to 5 years. No.
What? You
because
say you never been with a man
it
that's
wasn't
older than
like
you.
I said, only 3 years. Like it's like a 3-year gap, so it's not like big, but. I don't know. I guess because they was tall and looking all young, I thought they was older, but they wasn't. But they presented themselves as more mature, so I guess that's what.
So you don't want the title of a professional cougar.
No, I'm slowly graduating to it now a little bit. You know, it's kind of doing that because I see these little young and I see so many women. They say, "Girl, you don't know till you done had you a real YN." I said, "I don't know. They all seem kind of crazy. I don't know. I think they accessorizing with the big ass guns because they popping out their daddies with the little ass dicks. So I don't want that. I don't want a bad fuck. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want that. That's."
So what about the young ladies? Because I've been noticing this trend of the cougars coming from up high and yonder down here taking these young ladies men because y'all coming with the experience and it's not fair, Tresh. You coming with a few extra moves. Like think about it, if this young lady just got out of college and she done met a man, like say if she just getting out of college, she about 22, 23, whatever case it is. And she meet a man in his 30s, that's an upper man for her.
I'm
and
sorry,
then you got
I
Tresh
have
that
to
come
disagree
down,
with you
come
about
down
that.
off Olympus,
I feel like
and you
if
get
it's
the 30,
in you, it's
33-year-old
in
man.
you.
If it's in.
Because I lost my virginity when I was 18 to my first husband. And I'm sorry, what was in me was in me.
So you been had the
I was
tricks.
rocking his world.
You been had the tricks.
I've been wanting to be. I get bored. I've been wanting to experiment. I've been wanting to role play. I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to be nasty. I just want my person to be that way with. So it could be anytime, any place, any way, no matter what.
But Tresh, at the tender age you at, I would almost venture to ask you your age. You say you don't
I
tell
am
the truth.
45 and proud, baby.
I'm about to dap you up, right? Give me a second.
Yes.
'Cause
Love
they
it.
say
And you
women
would never-
don't like when men ask them
love
their age.
it.
I appreciate
No,
you
a
saying
woman
that.
doesn't mind.
Okay.
Girls be like, hey, have to lie about it, whatever
So
it is.
you say
No.
45?
45.
So at the tender age of 45, you know you have a few more tricks from experience that if you put that on a younger man that ain't experienced that, Trish, there's no way that girl out of college I don't give a damn what degree she got. And you know you got that one in the tuck. You know.
I think it's not so I got the one in the tuck, is that I get bored, so I don't want my man to get bored. I don't feel like at any point any woman, once you decide that you want, as per anything you do in life, do it fucking well. If you're gonna decide that you're gonna be fucking and you're gonna be out here 16 and fucking, do it good.
But are you
You
still
out
in-
here trying
are
to be
you
grown, be grown.
Are you still in other generations men? Because they got girls coming out of college right now, and it's a good man. And
somebody
Tresh
should
hit
be
'em with
showing
it.
them, because I literally sat there in the living room with a pillow and I showed my sisters. I have 5 sisters. I showed my sisters how to ride. You know, they asked how to do it. They asked what I was doing because, like I was saying, I was married young.
Yeah.
So they asked me. I showed them. So
You
they
got a
should ask
handbook?
somebody. If you don't know, anything you want to know, you're trying to acquire that knowledge. If you want to be good at it, be good at it. So it's just like if a man cheats on me, it's because he's just a whore.
You keep saying this real hard. We not
I'm
gonna
putting that
let-
one out
I'm
there
not gonna
because,
let her
baby,
you
my
got-
wig
they
changes,
are
my
high-
personality
they are
changes,
high
everything about me
capacity.
changes. If you want to go on script, we can go on script.
They
You
high
want to go
capacity.
completely off, all wild and all that, I got that too. So for you to cheat on me, and I got a
Kings
tight
and
little
guys
grip.
Kings and guys
So,
are not whores. They high capacity, Trish. They high capacity, and I know you ain't messing with no boys.
you know, they have high capacity prostitutes too. They cost more. They cost more.
Who paying for it? Because my partners, they
I know,
unemployed
I-
right now. Some
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So look.
These grown men, come on now. Well, I advise y'all to buy one less fitted suit then,
Fitted-
and one less coat,
I got
and
some
take another
partners,
woman
man,
out to eat if they
might-
broke.
If they got women paying for it, you
Because
know.
what is that? What is that a man feel like he can't go to a bar and buy drinks? That used to be a thing, that you could buy a woman a drink and have a conversation, maybe say hello, have a good time, and just walk away. Now you want some pussy for $7?
What you talking about, Tresh? What you talking
Men
about?
be acting like they want something. Oh, I don't buy. I don't buy. I have a lot of dudes around me. I guess because I hang around dudes.
Yeah.
Not the ones I'm interested in, but I see how they are with females. And, they, oh, I don't buy women, females drinks if you ain't putting out and women ain't da-da-da-da-da. And I'd be like, so really? You want some pussy for $10? $7? What is that?
So it depends on if you're dealing with a boy, a man, a king, a guy.
Oh, my God.
And what we got to talk about is, if that is, because I have friend girls that have talked to me about certain shit. And at a certain point, I'm like, you either a bad picker or a bad picker. So it's like,
I think I'm a bad picker.
okay, see, you got a different level of accountability. I ain't lying. We got to see what else in your star chart. You ain't just a Libra. But if you keep attracting these men, not saying you, but I'm saying any woman that's listening, if you keep attracting these men that's not willing to, treat you a certain type of way at a certain point.
To lay the foundation down accordingly, then could be you a bad picker, absolutely. But I didn't picked out of different pools and.
So hold on, what you say? You done picked out of different pools?
Yes. Yes.
I was thinking about
I tried ones. I'd be like, that ain't even my type, and I tried it anyway.
I was
I
thinking
ain't never
about.
did that. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I was thinking about becoming like a hitch type relationship person that link people up before politics, for real, because when I would speak to my friend girls and stuff, like they have similar things that they would say that you saying, and some of them have admitted that they was picking from a certain pool and stuff like that. And I think too, it comes down to, you can pick certain things, but also, like I was talking with one of my friend girls, I was like, what's the messaging you sending out? And so she's one of the more, I don't know what the hell going on with women with this freedom stuff, man. Look, sometimes Icarus can fly too close to the sun, down, wax wings met off, but women will mask hoism under female freedom, sexual freedom. If I want to wear my skirt up my ass, I'm not doing this for a man. This is what I want to do. But what I'm trying to say is, based off, look, if that's what you want to do, look, fellas, we love to look at that shit. What I'm trying to say is, when you come talk to Dez, 13 Councilman After Dark, and you saying you looking for a certain type of man, I'm like, okay, well, what's the messaging you sending out? Because you told me you want X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, what's the messaging you sending out? So I'm saying you can be sexually free and stuff like that, but a certain type of man, certain things are either going to attract them or he's going to repel him. So even with you saying like you're a bad picker, like shit, if all you're attracting is fast food, is you really a bad picker? You're attracting all fast food. It's like attract a wider spectrum.
To be honest, I don't think that I've ever been with anybody that came at me like that or came at me in any way. Every man that I've ever been with, I've never even met on my own. I was introduced to. And I didn't know that until I literally, I've had some months to just really think about my life and things, and I was like, wow, like literally every man that I've been in a relationship with or went anything or even the sexual thing, I was introduced to. I've never met a man like just on my own being somewhere, and I noticed that, so I started nitpicking of the little things that I saw in that, but I was just like, I tried different ones out of, just different pools, and it just ended up being just some of the same old, but then it's like, I just got to kind of decide what exactly I want. But I think it's still what you do and how you do it that betrays. Because you can take two women and put aluminum foil dress on both of them and let them walk out. One of them women is going to look classy and sexy as fuck, and one just going to look like trash.
So Tresh, answer me this. You say you've been introduced to these men. Have you ever shot your shot? Do women shoot their shot? Because some women, when they be like, I shoot my shot, and I be like, well, how you shot your shot at them? I gave them a look. Man, that ain't no game, man. You ain't shoot your shot.
I don't think I have until after it's shot back at me, but that's because I'm a lover, and I ain't gonna lie. Like whether we gonna be it or however we gonna like lovey-dovey, like I'm gonna be on you, and it's gonna be so reciprocated. I just need to know what you're giving. So I need that man to give me that first, because sometimes I might be giving more than he's willing to give.
So you ain't got no game.
I don't want to push myself in that position.
So you ain't got no game?
I think I have game.
How you got game if you ain't shot your shot?
I mean, like I said, it keep them coming back, and it keep them wanting to stay. So once they let me know that the goal is open, the shot is made. But you gotta
Trish,
let me know. You gotta turn the damn lights on the damn court.
You just
I can't just walk on a dark court and be like,
well, you ain't Kobe Bryant yet.
you, nigga, no, not you, nigga. The nigga behind you. I can't really see him, but he taller.
You reciprocating the energy.
That might be why the fuck I'm where I'm at now.
I'm talking about game is you see it, you want it, and you know how to get it. And it ain't considered game if it ain't, I don't want to say it. It got to be something that ain't,
Maybe
you know.
then I need to sit there and say that I have. Because, yes, I did then.
You done sit in the bushes on something?
No.
Metaphorically speaking.
No. Honestly,
Yeah.
somebody told me that somebody wouldn't be interested in me. Basically, it was like this. I was accused of wanting to fuck or fucking somebody. And when everybody came around, everybody, you know, people was like, he wouldn't fuck her anyway. That's not even his type, blah, blah, blah. So I felt I had to prove a point. And he fucked me for years.
But Tresh, niggas are fuck a
So,
donkey with a
yeah,
garbage bag on top of the head.
some
Like, you can't use that as a criteria.
Fuck it and hit it and quit it. Fuck it and hit it and quit it. He had already had it. He'd already had it and he kept coming back. I just needed to prove a point
know how
that
much
I
shit
could.
men are fuck?
I did it. I wanted it. I got it. And when I didn't want
But
it
how you know
anymore,
you got
I
it off
don't
the
have
game?
What do you mean how I know I got it off the game?
What type of game you ran? What you did, Tresh? What you got in the DM? I know you ain't getting the DM. You do not look like the DM type of woman.
It was definitely not the DM.
So what type of game you ran?
It was literally
Because
more
saying
so
that
just a
that you got him to
conversational
smash.
friendship piece thing, kind of just the little things we was talking, and y'all have heads, so it does not take much to stroke a man's ego. The thing about it is most women just feel like, I ain't gonna do that for him, da, da, da. No. It does not take that much of finesse to stroke a man's ego. Believe it, all of us want to feel important. All of us want to feel desired and important.
Talk that talk.
But a man definitely wants to feel really superior, important. And it just doesn't take much to make him feel like that. So it just became little things like, can you help me do this? Or I usually do this on my own.
You ain't never dated a Pisces, huh?
Actually, no.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, you
I don't.
We
no.
the 12th
I don't
house.
even
We
think I
the
know
12th
one.
sign, baby. We the final bosses of this. It go all the way down.
That's
and
that fish, right? That just be swimming in from pool to pool.
Yeah, and that's a hell of a water. It ain't just shallow.
School to school.
It ain't just shallow. But we the last in the zodiac sign for a reason. And from listening to your story, I'm like, she ain't never dated a Pisces. We don't give a shit about no ego or no shit like that. We'll sit back and be like, oh, that's nice, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But you're going to have to have some game to get a Pisces, is what I'm saying.
Maybe that.
And from listening to you, it sounds like he would, Tresh, you're a beautiful woman. Most men, I ain't gonna say most, all men gonna smash, because I done seen niggas smash something that's, you know what I'm saying, that's questionable. But you're a beautiful woman, so what I'm saying is, if he smashed, that's not really a good criteria to understand if you had game. I'm trying to determine if you got game. So you say, stroked his ego. It depends on, if you run into...
So you mean game for one that ain't smash? Like a 20-year-old crush that's wanted you since you was 18 and never had you, and still...
You can't count that, man. I'm talking about like...
So what kind of game you talking about? Because what kind of game you trying to tell us women need to be running? Because you trying to tell me my game kind of So
I'm trying to determine if you got game. I ain't saying your game like this. I'm trying to determine if you got game.
So what?
And that's not just
tell
you.
me, Mr. Pisces.
I don't think most women got game. Just because you give him a look and he come over and go with his move and then you reciprocate, that's not game.
How you perceive that? Because most men can't go with their move, and yes, most men gonna fuck, but most men ain't gonna put in what a woman's trying to get him to put in, or requirements that she's having him put in the application for whether or not he might get it or might not get it.
How many times have you been rejected?
I don't think I've ever been rejected.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't been shooting high enough. Game is, let me tell you.
Come on.
And this is a thing that.
Well, I mean, I didn't call my regular booty call and he didn't show up.
No, but you'd already had him. You get what I'm saying? See, when we talking about game with fellas in the barbershop and stuff like that, I ain't about to Steve Harvey nobody. This ain't act like what it is, act like a. Steve Harvey just doing too much. But anyways, I ain't about to give out no crazy truths, fellas. But certain barbershop talks we be having, we really don't be thinking women got game. And the reason, and in comparison, they have, like, say for instance, what a dude would say his game is, I don't want to say we go for a woman that's outside of our league, but it's like, you'll have a high value or a high capacity woman that, it might be Tim that just cut hair and he'll get her. He ain't get her based off the material things he got. He had game. Game ain't just word play, it's your demeanor, how you carry yourself, all that type of stuff. But he had to face a lot of rejection, you know what I'm saying, to maybe get that woman. I don't want to say that's outside of his league, because I don't want to frame it like that.
I kind of understand
but
what you're
I'm
saying,
is,
but
if
it's
you
not
ain't never
like
been rejected, you've been playing in the safe zone. You get what I'm saying? Like, have you ever shot your shot at Obama? I'm not saying like Obama with Michelle, but they got Obamas in Baton Rouge right now. Have you went outside your, you know what I'm saying? Are you afraid of rejection? Because a lot of women don't talk about that.
I sit there and I sit and they talk, and
so you've never been rejected?
I guess I've never put myself in a position, maybe.
So how you know you're shooting your shot?
Because I be getting what I want.
Man, you taking
free
throws,
man.
You ain't shooting no shots.
You ain't taking no free throws.
You ain't Steph Curry in it, Tresh.
So how are you supposed to shoot your shot? I'm supposed to go approach this man and make the initial first move.
That's why I asked was we on Tresh.
That's shooting my shot. Educate me. Tell me. I'm newly single out here. I need to know what to do.
Have you ever did it?
I've never. Okay. I grew up that a man's supposed to, come let you know he wants to court a lady and take her in this direction, and then you can pour into that man. But most men be out there just trying to see if he could. Which bunny he taking home tonight? So, you wait to see if Tom is out there talking to all Ashleys and Melissas and the secret tape. How many hoes he out there? What is he looking for? You usually tell when they walk in what you look for. We all beam towards something we like when we first walk in the door.
Tresh? Even though, because from listening to you, it sounds like that's not how you was raised to shoot your shot. So what's your take on women shooting their shot? Do you think women should shoot their shot? And the reason why I'm asking is because you say most times you get introduced to these men. And when I talk to my friend girls, I'm like, if you never go after what you want, how you gonna get what you want? So if you ain't shooting your shot, like, you know what you want at 45 years old. You know what you want.
I definitely do. But while I'm sitting there, he's supposed to see me and come over here.
No. Fellas watching this right now, see Dezmion proved it right.
Okay, so
let's go with it.
Educate me. So I'm not now. It's basically I'm supposed to approach this man, and sometimes
does that make him
like
sassy?
No, because honestly, just sometimes I feel like y'all get the wrong impression that even a woman hollering at you means she just wants to fuck. And it's like, no, I want conversation. Maybe I want a couple dates. So to be honest, a lot of times I don't reciprocate what's coming back to certain men, because then as soon as you say something to them, they be like, oh, well, I just want to bend you over. Oh, all that ass on you. I can just imagine doing this or that.
Yeah.
You ain't say nothing else first? Like, nothing? You got nothing?
What type of men is you describing? We done talk about boys, men.
I don't know what category they belong
like the
in,
YNs. See, that's why y'all women, y'all cougars want to go mess with the YNs. See, you got to go to
Like
look.
they unfortunately do be
You got to go to the
younger
plant
than me.
around lunchtime, ladies. Now y'all can send this to my cash app for this knowledge
Oh,
right
okay,
here.
okay, come on.
See, the majority
I need
of
to
the
get
good
my pen out.
men,
I'm
we
gonna
at
remember
work.
Okay.
I don't know where y'all find these men, but you got to catch some of these hard-working places and go out there on lunch break. I think a lot of women need to get a food truck. Because
Maybe
think about
offer to buy him a meal. Be like, let me buy your lunch, Daddy.
just meet them out there on lunch, man. Like if women get together, get a food truck, pull up over there by the plant. That's where a lot of hard-working men, and you ain't gonna find none of them YNs that ain't gonna treat you and wine and dine. You gonna find some hardworking men. And
this
stuff
is
like
a
that.
conversation we could definitely go around and around
For
in
real.
because I'm telling you, I know too many they get down there and it's like, I mean, I've had a job since I was 15.
Okay.
So, I mean, everyone, oh, I'm going to get it back. Oh, you're going to a job? Oh, you mean what you're supposed to have? And you're like, I'm supposed to, what? You're supposed to have a job. I'm supposed to have a job. We're supposed to make income. Like, and you're just doing that in your 20s, 30s, what? Going to get this. But then when they get it, they be like, their ego be on something else, you know, like, I know. I have a homeboy. Well, I won't say ex homeboy, but I just don't. We don't live in the same state anymore. Used to go out tricking at the beginning of the month with his rent money in his pocket, like he had it like that, and he would just, and the girls would just throw him something. I'm just like. So some make it, and then they don't act like men. They still act like boys. But, you know, we could go round and round on this, because one thing me and you finna talk, because you finna let me know and educate me on how we finna get together and let me know, because obviously I ain't gotten 45 years, I ain't had no game. So
Women ain't got no game. Not Tresh.
I'm sorry. Women have no game.
I challenge the ladies that's watching
The
this. If you got
estrogen
game,
has no game. Only testosterone has game.
now some men game are weak. Like your boys say,
Majority.
Like, yeah, some
Majority.
of it is weak. You know?
I ain't never met a line. I met some guys with cute lines, but I ain't never met no man with no real line. They'd be like, oh, God. Oh.
Well, if he got the, you know, some men, like, this another thing, too, man. You got men out here using money to get women, and like Cat Williams said, Chrysler 300 look like a phantom till you pull up.
Yeah.
You know, and so if you using money as your game, man, that ain't game either. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think
No,
women,
that's not. That's tricking and whoring.
You and this word whore. We're going to have part 2. Break down this word.
We are, right after you give me some crash courses.
On what that?
So I can be one of the first women with some game.
Some game?
Yeah, I need to step out here into this single society with some game that I don't have.
Women don't have, not Tresh.
That
it's
women,
not an isolated
that women don't
situation.
have,
Yeah.
and I need me some so I can do something different this time
So
around.
you saying you single?
I am very single.
Lies.
No, it's very single, baby. Ain't nobody touched this kitty cat in 5 months.
That don't mean you single.
I'm single.
I'm tired
I know
of
you
y'all
ain't talking
women
about
talking about
the
y'all single.
lollygagging in my DM.
Tresh,
I had Instagram for about 2 years before I even knew there was a DM.
Are you beautiful?
God says
I'm asking, yes or no?
yes.
Are you smart?
Yes.
Can you walk into bubblegum?
And do a cartwheel.
You ain't single then. That just don't come with it. That's and any fella that's watching this, if you interested in him, I don't give a damn what Tresh tell y'all. Whichever camera I need to look at. You is not single.
I'm single because I can accept a date. Dezmion is not single because, baby, we going out tonight.
It depends on if they poly or something like that.
So, Dezmion, why don't you go tell the people where they can get in touch with you so some of these women can maybe get up on you and your boys with some game and education? Because, you know, we thought we had some, and eventually, obviously, we don't. And, I mean, I don't know what it's meant when, you know, you see something, you can have whatever you want. But, I mean, you go ahead and tell these people where they can find you and the rest of your, you know. Go ahead and talk to these people. Go ahead and talk over here and let them know who you are and all this.
Y'all can't find me. That's the plot twist. I'm just messing with y'all. You can find me on Instagram, man, at I'm trying to remember my long Instagram name.
Remember, he ain't been single since kindergarten.
It's at 13 Councilman Dezmion, I believe, because my Instagram name long. But
I think
Tresh,
you can type in Dezmion, Dezmion, Barron.
Baron.
It's gonna come up.
Yeah.
It's gonna come up.
Dezmion Barrow.
Barrow.
On Facebook.
It's gonna come up.
I
You literally, I think if you could type it in and it'll come up there.
You typed it in and it came up?
I did.
I thought I took that feature off Facebook, man. I was
Oh,
trying to
and
get
it's you.
people
You
out.
might want to go check that out again, because I mean, especially with you stepping into a different area of the game, we don't know if we could slide in them DMs and messages.
Oh, no, please don't slide in DM. My girlfriend crazy. Well, my lady crazy. Well, all women
as you
crazy.
should be, ma'am. As you should be.
All women are crazy, so do not slide in
All
the DM.
women have some crazy. All men have some psycho.
Slide in the Cash App, because if that Cash App right, she might reconsider. Yeah, see, women got to step their game up. You just asked me for game.
That's game. So
Why you sliding in the DM? I just told you I'm in a
I'm
relationship.
trying to tell
Why
these people
slide in my
buying
DM? Slide in the
everything, but I
slide in
really
the
like to
Cash
so
App.
because I ain't gonna lie. There's one thing. How do you convince the man to slide in your Cash App? We're gonna talk about, because maybe I don't have enough game for that part, because every time my Cash App does not be going ding 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 ding. I don't.
But if a woman slide in my Cash App with a fireball, my lady might reconsider. You know what I'm saying? Now, it depends on the amount is what she gonna consider. You might get a date, no intimacy, just lingo.
You never know what you gonna get with Dezmion Barrow, the 13th councilman. See, I didn't even get to get in one thing I wanted to ask you about and everything. It was like this little name that you had, Sankofa. And I had meant to ask you about it and everything, but we gonna talk. This is to be continued.
I get a part 2.
We gonna definitely need one. We gonna need one, because I need to come on here and re-educate my women after you educate me on this game and everything that we don't have. Cause I'm finna do the damn thing. Believe that.
I'll be back, Dre.
And Dezmion gonna coach me all the way.
We might need to have a gang of my fellas that
We
I
might
rock
need
with.
to. I mean, I don't know, because you said they broke. So
I ain't say my partners
I
broke.
think you.
I say
we
some
got
of
to
them
rewind
are
that. Okay, you did.
unemployed.
Oh, unemployed.
And if women is paying for it, if they have those
unemployed
careers.
equals, I mean, I guess they could be getting unemployment. I don't think that's
they
much
get
in
no
Louisiana, but I mean, unemployment.
But if women paying for dick,
Okay,
they gotta do
Dezmion.
that.
We're going to continue this, because we could really literally keep going and going and on, because he with the shit. He really with
I'm
it.
with the
so
shit.
you really
That's
with
what
it
you
and
got from
everything. And
this
we're going to come
episode.
back and talk about this. And I'm going to come educate y'all on the bullshit game he give me before I can give it to my ladies. Everybody, I love you guys. Dezmion, thank you so much for coming on here and blessing everybody with
I'm a nice guy. Make sure we put that in the
that you're a
caption.
nice guy. Blessing everybody that he is a nice guy. Very nice guy. We appreciate this nice guy blessing us with his presence and his smile. We appreciate that. He gonna put us up on game, y'all. Till next time, thank you so much. This is Trish the Truth.